Joining me, and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for Chiron in Aries, and I'm excited to be here to show you guys this. This is a video for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Venus and Mars. The Chiron transit is 7 years, so from 2019 till 2026. This video will be up for the entire time, so if you want to come back and watch it, again, it's in your playlist in the description box, as well as on my app, Veroosh app, for Leo. So those are always updated with only relevant videos, including this one. And Chiron in Aries has to do with I am, who you are, and how, in your case, how you think about yourself. So let's just see the astro chart. So here is Chiron, the key. I always think of it as looking like a key. So it's a key looking thing, and it's an asteroid, and it's all about how, in your case, in the 10th house, it's I am, which is Aries. In the ninth house, which is ideas, it's how you think about yourself and how you construct your thoughts and ideas and define yourself by those thoughts and ideas. That's going to really come into some kind of challenges, some kind of confrontation within yourself. You're going to be challenged on through your own ideas to define yourself in terms of who you are, and to prove to yourself that who you are is who your true identity is. The nice thing about this transit for you is that you're just coming off of the North Node in Leo for the last year and a half. North Node in Leo helped you really redefine your identity. So you're just off a fresh reset in terms of productive energy in building yourself up. So Chiron in Aries is going to be like a harmonious transit for you, to push you even further towards the way that you think. Now, those of you who are into like psychology for efficiency model, which means that you go see a psychologist in order to become a more effective person. Maybe you have a high-paced career, or you're working really hard in school, and so you feel like counseling helps you to get even stronger. You know, that's what a lot of people use psychology for, not because they're hurt, but because they want to become better people. I would suggest that this is an amazing transit to consider that, because we're dealing with thoughts and ideas, and so Chiron in Aries is helping you to frame and to figure out, like, oh, hey, you know, I have these thoughts. These are the thoughts that are programming me to relate to my world a certain way. Maybe I should go talk to a professional and figure out, you know, how my thoughts are limiting me. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go through bad times or bad experiences with this. I think that what it means is that you will see the opportunity in thinking better and therefore living a better life. So hey girl, hey, this is good. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards. This is the Karma Tarot, and I love this deck a lot. It was the first deck I read on YouTube with. So here we go. So we have the Three of Wands. So you've kind of signed up for this a long time ago. We've all signed up for this transit, and it's in our chart somewhere, you know, wherever it is. But if you're a Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, in some way this is affecting you in terms of your ideas. And so maybe you signed up for some things that you didn't think things through. So maybe you signed up, you know, maybe you joined a fad. So when everybody was playing the bongos, the bongo drums, you signed up for bongos, you bought really expensive bongos, and then suddenly the fad was over and you're playing the bongos and you're like, I'm not really down for it. It could be, but it's to do with ideas, less so about bongos and more to do with ideas. So maybe you took a departure with your ideas because you were impressed by something or a concept or an idea, and so you went with it, and now you are walking around playing the bongos, and you know, everybody else is playing guitar, something like that. which it means you can make a band, which is a great thing. But in some ways, in terms of ideas and concepts, maybe it's a time to revisit some of the ideas that you have been having. This is neat, eh? Oh my gosh, we can see it right there. So Ace of Coins, right? A new beginning, a new beginning, Ace of Coins, new financial beginning, new opportunity. I feel like now you will have the opportunity to craft for yourself this new environment that will in some way help you to kind of change and transform how you think about things. I think that this transit is really eye-opening for people, but it's not necessary. It can be harsh because especially if you think about people a certain way, we all pass judgment about others, right? That's how we relate to each other. It's a silly thing to think we don't. That's the fundamental thing in humanity. Like, we all pass judgment about people and who they are in relation to us to protect ourselves and all this stuff. Or make preferential choices. But maybe you've been thinking about people a certain way and you're rethinking things through. Maybe you're rethinking things through in terms of projects and jobs and all those things. King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, fire and air. So there's possibly that there is someone, Leo, who is coming in for you to help you to create some level of structure in your life, to define for yourself some level of structure or some kind of new opportunity to get from point A to point B. So it's like you're bringing in help to help you coordinate and manage what you are going to do in the circumstances that you are dealing with. And so I feel like maybe for some of you this is almost like a financial manager. For some of you this represents someone who is helping you to make sense of something. It's very much, it could be a counselor for some of you, but this is someone with a strong rational mind who is helping you to coordinate as you push forward and venture into new territory for you. Okay, the next message is the Devil. And so I feel like you had some experience with someone who was in some way who taught you something about limitation. You want to take things far, you want to be free, but you're around something or in a situation that may have been limiting, and that situation was the thing that opened up your mind and made you aware that you were thinking about things wrong. Basically, Chiron in Aries is like, you're thinking about things, I'm going to say it succinctly, right? You're thinking about things wrong, about who you are, and how you define yourself is included in that, and how you define other people. And so you're living intellectually, just in your mind, with the consequences of holding certain beliefs and ideas about who you are or who other people are, and your call to action is to change that, right? To live a more holistic life. The next message is the Ten of Cups, which is loyalty. Maybe as you were in some way thinking this, you built up relationships with people to confirm your old way of thinking. And now you're holding on to all of that because of loyalty to those people. But those loyalties are based on the wrong way of thinking that you're now changing, so your relationships are about to change, right? So that's kind of slowing you down. But then you have the Fool, which is leading you in a new direction. And I think that you will come out of this with some kind of very clear purpose or a clear direction that will in some way really help open up a path that will be constructive for you. Remember, this is a 7-year reading, so wherever you're watching this is fine. You could be right here right now, you could be right here right now. You'll reiterate over these these experiences over and over again over the next 7 years, and you'll kind of whittle away at them from different angles and different perspectives. So don't worry about it. It's all about rethinking things for you, you know, and which means that you have to be really tolerant to the way that you think and be really prepared to change the way that you think, which for a fixed sign is not necessarily the easiest bag, but it is actually complementary because it's in a fire sign. So you will have, it starts with the mind, how you change your mind, you change your reality. It's not really about the reality that's going to be the next transit in Taurus for you, but for now it's really about rethinking the blueprint, you know, rethinking the fundamental philosophy through which you live through or live in. I'm going to do an extended on Vimeo, which is going to be either in your February playlist or for 2019, or the super duper bonus love playlist that will be available throughout the whole year of 2019. And if you're watching this later, then I suppose you can ask for me to set it up for you in some way, but not thinking ahead that far. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a nice day. Maybe that was a channeled message, thinking ahead. Make a note of it. Maybe that's what we'll call this reading. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.